Okay, this was the next to the last day of our tour in California. So on this day, we went to the World AG Expo in Tulare, California. There was a lot to see here. We did not nearly cover everything. A lot of different stuff here that I had no clue what I was looking at. I think there was over 60 acres of display yards. Something I saw or read. So you can't cover 60 acres in one day. Not on feet, I guess with some of these tractors you're looking at, you can cover 60 acres in an hour. But a wide variety of equipment here. Coming up you'll see some, what I believe was orchard trimming equipment. Yeah, right here. This was pretty cool. There is a machine to do everything. So yeah, that was going to trim branches in orchards. And every manufacturer was represented here, and manufacturers I'd never heard of. A lot of interest here with hemp. This tent here was devoted to hemp and cannabis. A lot of people in here, as you can see. And yeah, just a lot of interest in hemp.
We are for better alternatives. That's why we support hemp, industrial hemp, cannabinoid hemp, and the cannabis plant all the way around.
Hemp seems to be the big thing at the show this year. A lot of displays on the different uses of hemp. Hey, we've even got a U.S. Hemp Growers Association now. There is a lot of interest in this tent with hemp and everything hemp related. And of course there's a hemp plant. I can buy seed.
We got on a trolley, kind of took a tour around the place here. A lot of walking. I did not realize until after I got home and saw the video that Welker Farms was here on this particular day. I did not see them, but if I had known they were going to be there, I would have met up with him and met him. But the other thing about this that amazed me is most ag shows that I've ever been to, it's either cold in the wintertime, so it's an inside event, or in the summertime, it's hot and humid. Here in the Central Valley of California, the weather was perfect, about 70 degrees, the sun was shining. It was just a perfect day for an ag show.
Big olive farmers doing 60 acres of it, right?
So I think what I'm looking at here are grape harvesters. The best that I can tell.
Alright, hey, I'll let you go. Thanks, Sean. Rick, hey, if you have wind up, need any questions, that's me. Here we go.
Let's walk over here to the side of the road that I know a little bit more about here. Okay, we are just about done here at the World Ag Expo. It is almost 4 o'clock. We're supposed to be meeting at 5 o'clock. I've got 2 more stops I want to make. It's amazing, all the different equipment that is out there. It's very little work has to be done by hand anymore, but quite interesting to see all of this. how a stack wagon works. Well, the place is starting to clear out now. Not as crowded as it was earlier. My gosh, there were a lot of people here. It's a lot to see. I think I heard someone say if you spent 1 minute at every booth, you would not be able to see every exhibitor during the 3 days they are open. I think we were told 1,400 exhibitors here at the event.
This was our last full day in California, where we are headed down to Simi Valley to go to the Reagan Library. So we are about to go through what is called the Grapevine. So you're seeing the mountains there in the background. And so here we are, leaving the Central Valley, going into the mountains, and they call this the Grapevine, I guess, because if you've ever driven through mountains, you know what that's all about. It's a twisting, winding road. Beautiful scenery going here through the mountains.
As we go through this gap, look down at
But of course, the traffic never ends. It's California. Traffic never ends.
Portion.
So we spent the afternoon at the Reagan Library. My wife and I had been there before, but hey, we saw things we didn't see before. This was our second visit,
we are on
and
day 5 of this
quite
trip with
enjoyable
the lead
still.
Maryland alumni. So today we are visiting
And
the Reagan
I think
Presidential
everybody else in the group
Library.
enjoyed their visit here as well. Just overall, it was a great tour through the Central Valley of California. We
My wife and I have been here
learned quite a bit
before,
about
2 years ago,
California
but there are new
agriculture.
exhibits.
And it was
So
a
we are looking
great group
forward
to travel with. You know, we all had similar backgrounds. We were all alumni of the lead Maryland program, so we all had an ag background of some type. Okay, enjoy the Reagan Library tour here.
In 1974, Ronald and Nancy Reagan named it Rancho del Cielo, Heaven's Ranch. A perfect description that still holds true today. In fact, they're here today. And earlier, President and Mrs. Reagan went off on horseback to enjoy the beauty of the great outdoors. Well, it sounds like the President and First Lady have returned from their ride. As he tends to the horses, let's head over to the tack room, where we'll meet with the President as he puts away his riding gear. Hello, Mr. President.
Hello.
It's a gorgeous day.
You know, I've been in and out of this place for years, and I have never seen it look as beautiful as this.
Tell us about your ride, Mr. President.
Well,
Please, please get settled.
Nancy and I went 7 miles up a switchback road. I must admit, Nancy's quite an accomplished horsewoman.
She sure is. Mr. President, could you tell us about the ranch?
Well, I'm proud of Rancho del Cielo, a 350-acre ranch overlooking the Pacific Ocean. It truly is America the Beautiful.
Yes, and it's very peaceful here, too. Do you find that your time on the ranch helps you balance the pressures that come with being president?
To my mind, nothing compares with the kinship between man and animal you find on the back of a horse. I'm not sure what it is, but there you are, in charge of an animal with more muscle in its neck than you have in your whole body. From the minute the horse takes its first step, every muscle in your own body responds to it. How much of this experience is physical and how much is mental, I don't know. But there's no better place for me to think than on the top of a horse.
Any closing thoughts?
And so it is with our nation. We've been blessed with a vast and beautiful land and with an energetic and enterprising people. Yet it's up to us to keep our nation prosperous, strong, and free. Thank you all very much for being here. God bless you.
Reagan is after
projected winner.
Well, there's never been a more humbling moment in my life. I consider the trust that you have placed in me sacred, and I give you my sacred oath that I will do my utmost to justify your faith.
And John Jr. and Caroline wanted President Reagan to have something that belonged to their father. So they gave him that eagle. That was President Kennedy's eagle. That's an artifact. It's now President Reagan, on President Reagan's desk. On the back of the eagle, there's a plaque that says, let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. The other artifacts I like talking about is the jelly bean jar on the little table here. That's the actual jelly bean jar that was at President Reagan's Oval Office.
So this plane had absolutely no automation. So it was delivered to the Air Force in 1972, so there's absolutely no automation on board the aircraft, and it was never updated to include any kind of upgrade. So it never got GPS or anything like that. Those big clunky looking things are what are called teletypes. And they would we use those before email, sending messages back and forth, and they ran at 10 characters per second.
Oh.
And it seems, yeah.
Surely you jest. Oh boy, you're contributing to the delinquency of the major. That's all I gotta say. What's our lead trick? Water bottle.
Got it. Yes.
It's not too strong. Oh, I like yours. I like the beach.
Come on, Amy.
Oh! Forgot about that.
Wait, what?
I'm a slow drink. It's supposed to be a shot. This is like a drink.
Yeah, forget this.
Are you videoing this?
Yes.
This is incriminating evidence.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President and Chief Executive Officer, John Hartman.
And making it easier for you to compete, profit, and win. We are True Value, the best assortments, service, and support. And we are True Value, working hard to earn your business every single day. And you know, that's worth celebrating. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your business. Now everybody, hold tight. Follow us to the welcome reception and join in True Value's own Mardi Gras second line celebration. Let the good times roll.
Okay, so my wife and I left Los Angeles, flew down to New Orleans, Louisiana, to meet up with my daughter to attend the True Value hardware show. And my goodness, as you can see here, True Value really put it on right. We were here at the beginning of Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras was just starting. I did not realize it was a 2-week event. So True Value treated us to a great time here. As you can see, the Mardi Gras parade through the convention center. There were free hurricanes for everybody here. We got free food. This was the opening session of True Value, and before they opened up the convention hall with all of the vendors so we could see the new products and buy products at a discount. And they also provided us with a concert. The Steve Miller Band is here, a piece of that coming up here. And we also got to experience a Mardi Gras parade that you'll see in a minute or so. Steve Miller Band concert that was just for us, the True Value members. Probably, I'm guessing, 3,000 to 5,000 people associated with True Value stores that attend these hardware shows each year. So depending on where we go, it's a different city every year. So the themes change.
Show your breast so we can get some beads. Oh man, they're throwing lots of beads. Oh, you caught him. You missed! Woohoo! There's a ball. Oh, it went down in the gutter.
This was the last day of the show. I did not get a lot of footage of us actually walking the convention center and talking to the vendors. So on this last day of Sunday, not a lot of people here in the convention center. We had 2 days prior to this to walk the floors, talk to the vendors, order our product. I think when it was all said and done, we did about $15,000 in orders. So we had a great time. So did Santa.
Tulare International Speedway, we love our country, and it's truly an honor to be with all of you at the Great American Race. Gentlemen, start your engines.
I did get to watch the opening ceremonies of NASCAR, where the president gave the command to start your engines, and then he took to the beast and took a lap around the track. This was pretty awesome in my opinion. And here is the Mississippi River. We've actually taken a cruise ourselves out of this port, not on this particular ship, but there is the mighty Mississippi. And that's all I've got for you for now. Thanks for watching.